With it right here with who I started with. We something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, H-Ray, no central coast. Mob and suicide, boys, arsonists. I step in the booth and cast. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right. Muy buenos dias. We're live on Chicano Tube again. We're live on Chicano Street. This is the street where all the raza hangs at. This is the channel where everyone has a voice. Everyone's opinion is invited. You can express it. First Amendment. And don't forget the Second Amendment. We love cuetes too. But again, gracias all the day oneers, man. Gracias to everyone inside the members only. The members only is the backbone of the community. I got this special overlay right here so you guys can see the panel that is happening tomorrow night at 6 o'clock on Chicano Tube. But that won't be the only platform it's going to get cross streamed on. I'm hoping every single participant on the panel, as long as they have a software with capabilities to stream it, that they will stream it. That way it can get broadcasted to the largest audience possible, because the whole goal is for people to see we are having a conversation. We're not just trying to shit on each other, throw mud in each other's faces. We're not trying to focus on the differences. We're trying to build a bridge of communication. So at least until further notice, we're going to have these town halls every single month. So here are the participants right over here. Of course, myself right below me, you're going to see the moderator, Si Se Puede. He's got a sharp head, his head's on straight, etc. Whether you agree with the politics or not, is 2025, and we should be trying to advance forward instead of pointing out the differences. And that's why I think a lot of people are subscribed over to Chicano Tube, because they know my personal benedictions and convictions are just that. They're of the host of the channel only. They're not everyone. They're not everyone. As you can see, we've had different opinions on from Republicans to Democrats to libertarians to whoever, socialists, Marxists. It doesn't matter. What matters is that, you know what, I feel honored that they feel comfortable with coming on Chicano Tube to have that conversation. They know when they come on Chicano Tube, they ain't getting put on the hot seat. They ain't gonna get grilled. They ain't gonna try to get schooled. Or I'm not trying to sit them down or school them with knowledge. And no, none of that. The whole point is for all of us to be heard, man. But gracias all the day oneers. Gracias inside everyone inside the members only. The town hall panel is set. But what's the word, Huelga Bird? It's Tuesday. Yamero, hora del lonche. Um, and so, what's the word? What's been going on the streets? People have been sending me clips of all kinds of things going on. I know, and it makes me, it makes me realize what people want. People don't want to be educated, man. Let's just keep it a buck. What people want, they want to be entertained at the end of the day, and hopefully, it's worth some kind of entertainment value, right? You don't want to be where it's boring, or where they're just trying to pump their whole narrative down your throat. It's this way or no way, this way or no way. That shit don't work, especially if you're like me. I think I have like a, what is it called? My approach to YouTube is different from a lot of people, and we'll talk about them right now. The clickbait channels that are going in, doing what they do. We don't expect anything less than the clickbait channels. All right. So I appreciate everyone that's already commenting. We're going to get to everything right now, but there's the all-star lineup right there. We got Si Se Puede, the moderator. Okay. But to the right of me, depends how you're looking. Well, yeah, everyone's looking at it my way. We got Wayward Son, who has almost 200,000 followers on TikTok, and he shared it about an hour ago. And I'm like, oh shit, we're really gonna get eyes put on us now. Wayward Son, again, very controversial things that he says. This land is not made for you and me, amongst other things. And I want to hear his opinion. Not just that, his great grandfather was the president of Mexico. What an honor that is. It's a huge honor for me. However, you see it based on your lenses, on how you see things, that's fine, man. And you can express it however you want to express it. But man, what an honor. And then to the right of him, we just got off the phone not too long ago. We got Norby's worldwide activities, which hosts a plethora of shows. One of them, News with Norby's. I just get in the habit of calling it News with Norby's, right? News with Norby's, who has fucking withstood the cancel culture. Let's not even call it the cancel. I want to call that, let's rephrase. It's not called the cancel culture. It's called the chavala culture. Because only when you're a peewee chavala do you give a shit about how much the next man's eating, who the next man talks to, or what the next man does. All the alpha males that I've met that are very secure with themselves have never given a rip. But Norby, they tried to go after him. He's came out of the smoke. Sometimes, with smoke coming off of him, but he's came out. He's there, man. And that was actually the most requested panelist. Have Norby's, have Norby's. Everyone loves Norby's, cabrón. Okay, they want Norby's on there. And then, of course, the moderator. And then, of course, this is actually, oh no, there's two. There's two that I'm bringing back, repeat panelists. And it's because, again, I was asked. I was asked to bring them back. I want them back. And I was asked to bring them back. Cholo Trucker, mi hermano, who see things from an East LA Chicano point of view, not persuaded by anything, loves America, like I do, loves America, right? He's coming back. To the right of him, we got Lucky Vato. Of course, he got the legs it had on, pushing the movement. Lucky Vato 213 is there. And then below Si Se Puede, we got Raskizi, okay? The unofficial, the official, in my book, YouTube Yarda attorney. Again, YouTube Yarda is just, it's a California thing. It's all bullshit. It's fantasy football. It's all made up. It's not a clique. It's not a crew. It's make believe shit. But it's for those that have stepped inside the Department of Corrections inside California. We got some of the slang, some of the swag, and we put that shit on YouTube and made this little imaginary 180 yarda or 270, however, you know what I mean? And some people say they're on it, but never stepped a foot on the bus. Hey, that's fine, man. We're not arguing none of that shit because it's like arguing fantasy football. It's like the power rankings in the NFL. The power rankings in the NFL don't mean nada. You could be a number one power ranked team and be like fourth and fifth in your division. You know what I mean? Or fourth or fifth in the conference. But anyways, hold on. It's gonna be a great panel. I can't wait, man. And then to the right of, again, the homie hangout with a lot of people respect his opinion, want to hear his insight on what we got going on what the current climate is based on politics, religion, the economy, immigration, protests, you name it. Okay, we're going to try to keep a respectful panel. We're going to try to I laugh a little bit because I'm like, fuck. I think about the last time some people went out guns blazing last time. That mute button is going to be in effect. It's just I was muting people and they were unmuting themselves. It's like I'm the referee trying to send them to the corner. Let's just reset, trying to send them to the corner, and they're like, "F this, Mikey!" Boom! Then they hit the mute button and they're back on. That's crazy, man. I'm not gonna name who did it, but there was one cabron I muted like 3 times, and he was like, "Fuck!" Boom! He hit the mute button back and went back into the guerra. But it's not about a guerra. It's about everyone having a voice, man. This is 1,000 times better than open calls or me going one on one and just giving you a Chicano flavor, Chicano seasoning on how we see things in the United States, because it's very unique, man. No one can speak for us except us, man. And so, who do we got? Raskizi. And then to the right of him, we got mi hermano Pedro. Peter, Chicano state of mind. Actually, Peter just had a great conversation with someone that I'm under, with someone who's high, on the regional scene in politics. No matter what, red or blue, she's a voice for the people. She's a Chicana, and she was born and raised and bred inside the plights, the struggles of the United Farm Workers. So, Peter, I saw that interview. Kudos to you. You're expanding the conversations. Expanding the conversations instead of partaking on the people that just want to shit on people. And we'll get to the fools gone wild shit. I know most of you people just want to hear what I got to say about the fools gone wild. There's fools on YouTube. They gone wild, cabrones. It is what it is. And then, so Peter, I appreciate your presence again, hermano. Well, to the right of him, we could have arguably the most controversial figure on the panel tomorrow night, which is Nino America. He goes in America first. He goes in gun blazing. He goes in Old Glory. He goes in Ice Ice Baby, deport them all. And he has a very unique stance. And so he's coming on again. So him and Cholo Trucker were the most asked repeat to bring on. Nino America is going to come back again. And then, of course, at the bottom, the ladies are very well represented over here. We have Miss Adina. I appreciate your presence, amiga. You're going to find out that on Chicano Tube, this is one of the most respected platform by the ladies. I actually wrench up most of the ladies. That way, if I'm not staring at the comments, they could defend themselves. If there's a weirdo making a comment or someone trying to hit on them, someone saying a weirdo, whacked out shit. There's ways to go about things, and some people don't even understand the etiquette of being on a public chat. There's etiquette there, cabrones. All of a sudden, some people come on the internet and their morals go out the pinche ventana. And they want, hey, what about this? Or they want to start hitting on people. And it's like, come on, man. Is that how you were taught? Come on. But anyways, Miss Adina's coming on. She's gonna find out it's one of the most respected platforms by the ladies. She's gonna voice her voice. She has a unique voice on all of these things we're gonna be talking about: politics, religion, immigration, protests. That's just the beginning of it. I don't think it's gonna need really that much assistance. I think it's gonna take off like a jet plane, cabron. All right, now let's go to the chats, cabrones, and then we'll go into some of the Fools Gone Wild clips that I got sent. Fools Gone Wild. Mikey, LA County checking in. That's right, my boy. LA County's been in the building, bro. One of the main messages I have here, we bullshit a lot. We shoot the shit a lot. And I've been in a couple guerras. I'm not proud of. It's childish shit. To be involved in these little YouTube guerras is really boy shit. It's 2025. I'm denouncing every single one of them. But one of the messages, that principle that I push, carnal, is always, I'm going to die on this hill. I'm going to die on this hill. Is always unity of the raza. And what I mean by unity, it's the gang shit, bro. It's the gang shit. No disrespect. Everyone knows I've never disrespected. Not one time. There's not one clip or one video that you could find and put out on me disrespecting any of the youngsters or anyone that wants to make a career out of the barrio mentality, man. It's just, to me, it's a shame that this seeking barrio community love under the umbrella of a gang is something we're gonna want to do, be satisfied with the rest of our lives. I look at those 20 years and be like, okay, it was a part, it was a piece. Now you're talking about now we've evolved now. Now I'm not, see, the message is a new message. I tell the youngsters, I'm not trying to take the barrio out of you. I'm not trying to take the barrio, the love for your neighborhood out of your heart. I'm actually trying to put a more of a love for your community by you doing the positive for the community and stop tearing it down. I understand there's ops. There's a place and time for everything. Innocent bystanders are getting hurt. We got to be aware of that. But anyways, I'm digressing a whole lot. Cálmase, Hamrons. I feel like I'm at the juvenile hall once a month or the youth center. That this May will be 10 years that I've been serving. 10 years. Again, no pictures. No, I don't need none of that or do a vlog or a video. because when I started that, I did that without blogger videos. I'm not gonna start now 10 years later vlogging or videoing it because I don't need no pats on the back. It's a small grain of sand, anyways. It really ain't shit. It's just there's a few of us, like 4 or 5 of us. You know what I mean? Shout out to even like RV4, even his dad, same age, same everything. We got stories we'll never tell on YouTube. Never, never. And he's back in the community because his son now fights for world titles and is one of the best in the world. He's another one that's doing damage. That means is he's when I mean doing damage, I mean doing the positive instead of tearing down communities. But anyways, that's right, LA County. I digress. Way, my bad. Esta mi agua. Raskeezy and Cholo. Orale. Respects to everyone, even the Eslo activator, Spencer Mackey. I don't care. Absolutely. But here, bro, I don't want anyone ever to think they can come in the chat and can't voice their voice. And especially, okay, let's just put this out there, gente. Let's all of us, even if we talk on the phone or we met on the internet, whatever, all of us just met on the internet. That's great. That's great. No one is putting their hand in the fire for no one. Period. I don't know you. You know, they try to talk shit about me when I ring announced the very first fight, and that's when I'm realizing this fucking place has a lot of weirdos and cats and but it's the internet and everyone can comment. So let's not do this. Hey, if you talk to Billy, you can't be my friend because everyone is accountable for their own actions. Don't try to point to, hey, Mikey, what about? Well, what about it? That's not my business. That's not even my life. What do you want me to say? You know what I mean? Might as well get into the food's gone wild because people have been sending me clips. It's crazy without naming names, and just talking in generalities. One individual, I'm like, there's photos out there that shouldn't be out there that absolutely in a millisecond will crush your whole reputation. Once you get a photo like that put out there of you in your birthday suit, let's just be a little bit more clear. We can go that far to the edge, right there to the edge. In a birthday suit, automatically crushes and cancels your whole online reputation. Sas, like Chingo Bling says. Pinche Chingo Bling, man. That was a he started following me when we went viral with Norby's. He started following me when we went viral with Norby's and shit. Norby's is like, oh man, when you got to turn off the phone, it's a bitch because that shit just be ringing. Where did I go off on that? Oh, I wanted to show that clip. I'm the Sancho Papi Bling. Your vieja only wants one thing. Ever since you got your green card, you ya no quieres tacos, puro pasta. Puro Olive Garden, no more raspas. Ya no me respondes en el WhatsApp. Ever since you got your green card, you ojos de color. Okay, so then from that video came the whole thing sellout. Who's a sellout? If you don't remember, I did it a little live. I was in the hotel in Kentucky. And just I was like thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna tap in with the gente sometime. It's always the community, so do it for you guys, man, the community. And I said, okay, I don't ever think I would just shoot off the hip, and it popped in my head. Boom, was he a sellout? And this was like months ago, but now it's bringing it back because again, it's all this. It's already in their motherfucking heart already, so they just want to spew it out. Okay, division and hate. I've been pointing that out already for years. Division and hate based by the way you talk. And the gang shit too. But anyways, the panel set. Go back in the comments, cabrón. Or in jail, fool. And dead or in jail, fool. Or at the cemetery where I go visit moms all the time. And keep her shining like a mirror. or like that. Just to keep it a buck, it's because one of the worstest failures would probably, I always had a big fear, man. I had a huge fear. I said, my life being played out by one of my boys is gonna crush me. Is gonna crush me. You know what I mean? And to those that are experiencing that, my fucking heart goes out, man. I can't even imagine, man. You know, well, that's because that's where they're gonna end up. They're gonna go through the woohoo years, right? You know what I mean? Get all blasted up, and you know how it is. You know what I mean? Stereo systems, rims, candy paint, interiors. They're gonna see the hustlers with the feria and get under someone's wing and be misguided, and the cycle continues because that dude's already like on 5 levels higher, but because this dude's on this level, he doesn't even know he's getting played. Seen it happen too many times. Jay Busso says FDT. Hey, but 4 years ago was FJB way. So is it switching or what way? Cálmate, man. You know, people they swear they come over here and that's all they hear. Hell no. People send me clips. I mean, American Cholo. I think he talks about him more than me. I really think he does. I actually think he puts out constant content, you know. And we're not gonna bring up old shit, man. We're not gonna bring up shit that happened in the past and paperwork and clips and none of that shit, man. Or else we're not or else we're just getting older and we're not maturing. Orale, LA County respects from the Northwest, right, cabrón? I told that story on, and that was just the 90-day op. You know what I mean? It was like 3 LA County, San Bernardino bus, Riverside, Orange bus, and here we are in a little van and shit. But remember the saying. What does the saying go? Pocos, pero locos, man. Esos cabrones were too crazy. And the cycle continues and the cycle repeats. I just had a partner of mine come up and he put up the pull-up bar. He put up the pull-up bar, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? All the other little youngsters were in diapers back then. And I say that respectfully. Now, of course, they're grown-ass men, but they were in diapers back then. Okay. He named 4 nephews. 3 of them had body cases in the county right now. And the other one, I don't know what it was. And I'm like, all of them? And I say this, didn't even have a chance, man. Didn't even have a chance. HGMW. He puts, I'm not even going to read it or say it, cabron, but we're not going to highlight that because there's certain shit you can't come back from. I keep saying it too. And that it's crazy because that's actually even como code de las calles that a lot of people don't even know shit about. They don't know about the calles. They don't know what it would even be like to be in that life a day and step 10 toes on those streets in those years or in those times. They wouldn't make it. They would get chewed up like sharks right now. Used, manipulated. Yeah, you're going to be the one that's going to make all the t-shirts and hoodies for everyone and just get used like the pocket. But I'm not going to, Corco's already grabbing it back. Man. They already stood up like in Bound by Honor. Remember in Bound by Gente Bound remember they stood up in Bound by Honor when they disrespected Popeye? They disrespected Popeye and they popped up out of the chairs. But to the average Joe, the L7, que no sabe nada, they just tapped into Chicano genre in California on YouTube. They don't know nothing, right? To them, they wouldn't know that the disrespect in that movie would have kicked shit off like 1,000 times. Piwu Chavales. Oh man, that's crazy. I haven't said that one in a while, bro. That one hasn't came out like in 20 years. Bigfoot's in the casa. That's right. I appreciate you, Bigfoot. So if you see the lineup right here, let me take off the banner so you can see it's a town hall meeting flyer, right? Wayward Son, he said he did a video. He went back and he's a builder. No, he's a builder. He can build. He took a break. He did a video, took a break, came back, 10,000 followers, 10,000 notifications. The phone probably almost dead. It was probably just shaking that hard. And he grew up with his parents, you know, braceros, his lineage, and then obviously, I mean, who else on YouTube has a president? And he doesn't like to say, I say that because I say that. He doesn't like it to be said. He doesn't even, he might have not even said it once on all of his content. Twice would be the most, maybe. Because, you know, we come from a generation where it's like we make our own names, we carve our own paths, you know? So, anyways, then I'll put the banner back on. And then Norby's, Si Se Puede, Cholo Trucker is going to be in the house. And then Lucky Vato 213, Legsit in the house. Raskizi, Peter, my brother. Nino America, the most controversial one, cabrón. I mean, by far, ¿verdad? And Miss Adina. Can't wait, man. I'm fucking pumped, man. I'm fucking pumped. Man, that sounds crazy, Corco. That sounds too fucking crazy, bro. Imagine that, bro. And then just, I mean, now, you know what I mean? Us, whatever, you know, que todo lo que pasó lo que pasó, ¿verdad? But us having to go back to that would be a shock as hell, huh? You know, that's not like running a fade. Like, hey, just meet me at the gym. Yeah, well, okay. Well, if it has to get to that, then just meet me at a boxing gym. Like, what's the problem? You need gas money? I'll send you the gas money. Oh, you don't want to travel? Well, let's just do it by you, whatever corner. This is just to settle things like men. That's the generation I come from. Settle it like men. It ain't on the internet. And not everything should be on the internet. That's a trip, man. Not everything. And if you're gonna perform at the Super Bowl, I think there's two theories. One, he didn't get invited. I said theories, cabrones, so you fucking crucify me in the comments. I said one, either he didn't get invited to the Super Bowl, or two, he couldn't get clearance, being he has a tail, and he couldn't get clearance. Which one do you think? Me, it could be both too. It could be both. Because if you got invited, why would you turn that ticket down? Again, that's like the White House. You cabrones get all mad who's in the White House. But imagine what accomplishment, how proud your parents would be. They came from Mexico, almost died fucking crossing the Rio Grande, almost died coming from Mexico. What an honor to them it would be. You know, hey, mi hijo, they'll never stop talking about that with Cafe. Shit. What about what this chick said right here?
Apologize to the community that you offended in using that word.
I'm sorry to the Mexicans, okay? I will never use that.
Hispanic community.
Oh, the Hispanic community. I will never use that word again or any racial slurs towards y'all.
Or just don't use any racial slurs.
Okay, I just said.
Okay.
I won't do any, yeah.
All right, moving on.
Little clip someone sent to me and said, Mikey, what do you think the slips of the tongues are happening? Should the slips of the, or should whatever anyone says, whatever you say comes out of your mouth, you got to own it. It is what it is, right? This I'll play the clip one more time in a second. This chick, or I don't know what I want to call her, lady. I don't know her from an internet square. To me, it's just an internet square, another person behind a camera. I don't know her, but supposedly she's Mexican. But she said the word, what Cesar Chavez called the raza. I'm not going to say it. You could say, we'll use an alternate word, waterbacks. Let's just say she said waterbacks. And it came out because, well, probably she grew up in a household that said the same shit. Let's keep it a buck. Whether it was the Chicanos, Mexicanos, whatever label you want to put on them, they're Mexican. But it's, of course, a word that it would be wrong to say that word, especially in the presence of a brown person. That would be wrong. That's off the top.
Apologize to the community that you offended in using that word.
I'm sorry to the Mexicans, okay? I will never use that.
Hispanic community.
Oh, the Hispanic community. I will never use that word again or any racial slurs towards y'all.
Or any, just don't use any racial slurs.
Okay, I just said
Okay.
I won't do any. Yeah.
All right, moving on.
A Mexican apologizing to another Mexican. So it just goes to show you that the same shit they say that happens in the US also happens in Mexico. Just to be fair, it's the same shit, different flag, different geographic location, different country. As much as so no one thinks it's an argument of whose country's better. Well, come on, we're never gonna have that argument here. Whose country's better and all this other shit, but it's the same shit. The Mexican just saying something about another Mexican. Cesar Chavez, he was actually against illegal immigration. He said, this is what Cesar Chavez said. I don't want to quote him, right? Because that's a legend, right? That's like an icon, trucha when you say it, you know what I mean? Not the creas. But I'm not kidding. He said, when they come over, the güeros are going to give them low wages. Why aren't they going to get full wages? Because they're undocumented and they're going to kind of do like a Home Depot deal. Okay, boom. We're going to pay you like this. Whatever. Well, I don't know. Whatever. Labor deals. And at the same time, the people that are here, but they got their papers already and they're working, they start losing jobs. So in a second, he was like, wait a second, I raised this, pinchy movement up. This is my number. I got to protect it at the same time under the Mexican banner because there ain't too many people say that they don't like the UFW. Not too many. Because then you'd be saying you didn't like what they did, which they unionized the people to put their voices together. But anyways, I'm just saying, it could happen raza to raza too. Let's not forget, we're our own worst enemies. We go at each other's fucking throats. Once someone from the raza's trying to get ahead, here comes 10 pendejos on the side trying to shoot them down. Pa, 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 pa. That's always going to happen. Oh, man, the pull-ups got me sore. I did like a lightweight machine. 3 sets. 3 sets. It was 30, 36s, 30 10s, and the last one was 5 kicks, 22s. But in the middle of that, the pull-up session. I just got to continue with the ink until I cover it up. I'm not gonna feel comfortable. Again, that's just me. Some of the youngsters, don't do that, Mikey. That's that. And you know what I mean? There's only like 2-3 of us left. The rest of them aren't even here no more. We got to live our lives, man. San Whole Lifer says 100. That's right, cabron. That's a no, bro. She's barely 30. Some people age a little bit faster. Oh man, but Mexican though. I know people are trying to fact check that right now. No, fuck. Let me see. I'm gonna try to fact check. Mike ain't telling the truth. Maybe from what I heard though, that she had grandparents and great grandparents. That's 3 generations going back to Mexico. Calvin's in the casa. That's right. I appreciate you, cabron. So again, here's this panel we got going on tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. I can't wait. It's already getting shared all over the place. Let me take it off because you can't even see the top. It's one thing to feel regretful, own your words, but necessary dog walk your guess like the host did. These youngsters aren't game. She should have turned it on the host. Damn. Yeah, the dog walk. They'll never come on Chicano Tube and say, Mikey dog walked them. No. And then some people say that's too soft. He should fucking go in and all this other stuff. How about the first time you meet someone, know how to build rapport, cabron, okay? Don't burn the bridge already on the first meeting, but then it goes from there and it builds from there to something that's cracking and popping. Hosted, these youngsters aren't game. No, because that's like saying there's no more youngsters that have cultura in them. That's like saying there's no more youngsters that love, where they come from. I meet a lot of them all the time. I just seen the youngsters the other day at the post office. Again, I said, oh yeah, these youngsters right here, they're a little bit different in Salinas. I'll say that, man. They're built different. You respect. That's right, cabrón. Gente, I'm out, man. I think I'm gonna go for a run. Voy a caminar los perros. ¿Qué más? It's a beautiful day. I picked some lemons the other day. The last of the lemons. I couldn't even believe they made it all the way to this right here. Everything should be pruned by now because it's la temporada. That's right. Lead with respect always. Bro, if we can't have that conversation, the right way, a lot of pendejos don't know, man. They don't know, right? What they know is YouTube, maybe. What they know is YouTube really good. What they know is the internet really good. What they know is those kind of movidas really good, but don't know no other shit because that's it, man. That's pretty much all it is to some people. And you got to be careful because, these cabrones are the ones that, they make it a point to try to just go triple OG. He called them trolls. You know what I mean? That's where the whole thing came out. So you have to have thick skin. You have to have thick skin. J South Texas, Chicanos, claiming you. Who else is in my genre? I'll tell you who's in my genre, who I put there away. Who I put there. You know that already, cabron. It's like you start the Risky Network, and then I tell you, hey, the Risky Network. How come and you'll be like, de qué, way? You probably tell me I am South Texas, way. De qué? No manches. You know what I mean? But yeah, no one can speak for us. That's for sure. That's for sure. Or what box don't I check off, way? Let me know. ¿Qué, way? ¿Hablar español? Or is it just the same old shit with you? Okay. Oh, el trompas. Is it trompas, way? You only got 4 years and you're on a countdown, way. Just hibernate, way. Freeze yourself. Go in one of those fucking sleep chambers, way. Freeze yourself, go in a sleep chamber. That way you don't have to watch the news, way. Especially if your blood pressure is going up, you're getting depressed, you're starting to get gray hair over the president, and his pinchy spray tan or toupee or whatever. If that bugs you so much, just calmala, way. You know what I mean? Anyways, here's the town hall. Look who we got popping tomorrow, 6:00. The panel is set. We're out for the remainder of the day. Hey, make it a great martes. And I'll tap back in with you guys. Remember what I always say? In the end, it's all you got is the memories.